Shalom, shalom. Was Israelites would come in and out, except from this last week, and they've been messed up, getting sick and all that stuff like a human being does. But we're here to prophesy the downfall of the wicked kingdom known as Babylon the Great. And a couple of things to mention about this is turn the camera. Is one, the situation in what's it called, Florida is not good. They're boycotting, and when I say there, I'm talking about the people that live there with no documents, the immigrants. So they're not trying to work unless to get some sort of rights. And Elon Musk has that Neuralink approved for human trials. Well, that means they're going to attach a chip in your brain. So now, now it's not a lie. It's not. That prophecy is coming true. So that's the most important prophecy we're waiting for. And that's tied into the economy. So we gotta preach and prophesy that. So we're gonna give all praises and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, Hashem HaKadosh, and double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders for teaching us the truth. Because if we didn't know, we would just be sitting ducks, waiting for I don't know what. But this is Revelation 13 and 15. No, let me start at 14. And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on earth that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live. So the beast that had the image, that had that wound to the head is Rome. This is all built off Rome because there's something called the Roman Catholic Church. And then there's a Catholic Church in every country. So that's one way of keeping yourself alive. But the main way is the way the United States does things. They have a Congress and they have a Senate and they have a Vice President and President. And that's all based on Rome and how they used to do things. So there was always one Caesar until Marcus Aurelius. And, well anyways, it was that was the time when Marcus Aurelius, I think they made a movie called Gladiator. So there was two Caesars at that point in time. And that's what they do now. They have a president and a vice president. But the serious thing that's happening is that Neuralink. So we know that we're at the end. So it says here, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles. So Elon Musk said that the Neuralink has a possibility to reattach nervous systems. So what that means is, if I was in an accident and I couldn't move my neck, or if I was paraplegic from the neck down, and he inserted that chip, did that surgery, opened my skull up, implanted that chip and connected it to my brain, that there's a possibility that I could walk again. Have you seen that movie Upgrade? Remember when you watched it? So it's like that. So it's not sci-fi anymore. It's true. They've been testing it on animals. So that's the one thing that we gotta keep our mind focused on. Another concern is the super soldiers. And the super soldiers have enhanced abilities because of the way they're manufactured. So a regular person has an egg from a human and a sperm from a man. So a woman and a man make that. But a super soldier is made from a chimera. You know what a chimera is? It's this thing that these Japanese scientists are doing, where they take a pig's egg and put a sperm in it and create a like mixed human slash pig, so that they can create organs like kidneys, heart, what else? Liver, eyes, and they use them to transplant on people that believe in the system. So the chimera is important too, because it's going to give you extra abilities. So now, how do you make a super soldier? There's a couple of ways. You take a dead soldier, put a chip in his brain, you reanimate him or her, and there's your soldier. But it's a super soldier because it has extra abilities, because it's being controlled by a computer. And another way is by those chimeras. Then now they can make an egg that has extra chromosomes. So instead of a human being having 23 chromosomes like me and you have, they would have 24 or 25. Now normally that means that, you know, that person is retarded. You got extra chromosomes, you're like special eds need. But these extra chromosomes make the new super soldier grow bigger, stronger, have a bigger heart, have stronger bones, and some of them have regenerative abilities. Like if they cut their hand off, they can grow it back. So that's the power, right? That's the miracle. Revelation 13 and 14 says, "And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast." Now the beast gave him permission to do all those things. So what's the beast? The beast is the UN and NATO. But America is a great whore, remember that. So America's not completely part of that beast, but it gave power to the beast. And the beast is a group of people that support a government. So the first one was Greece. So it's these are not in order because I haven't looked at them in a while. But it's Greece, Spain, Germany major, Germany minor, Britain, Rome, some other, and I guess America's in there too. But that's what makes the beast, the group of nations. Saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live. So this is the image. Now, when this is what they're gonna do. They're gonna have somebody like Stephen Hawking. You know who Stephen Hawking is? Is he like the most physically fit guy? Could you beat him up? If you had to beat him up, could you beat him up? Do you think that Stephen Hawking would scare you? The way he's sitting in his wheelchair, all helpless. But Elon Musk is gonna say, "Hey, come here. I got this deal for you. I'm gonna put this shit in your brain and you're gonna be able to walk again." Because you know who did that? I did that. He healed someone that couldn't walk. And that guy that couldn't walk said, "I believe in you, Lord." And then he healed him, and then he could walk. So that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to say, "Oh, look, God doesn't exist," because there's a lot of people saying that God doesn't exist. But we all know that's fake. I mean, of course he exists. Are you breathing air? Of course, breathing air. But there's people that would say he's not real. Revelation 13 and 15. Okay, so let me explain about the sword. The image to the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live. So that sword was how they did war. You know, their gift was war and sword, because they get the sword to kill, right? It's a killing instrument. And all those beasts that I mentioned, they're part of that system. Revelation 13 and 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as will not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So now it's getting scary. Because it said, if we don't worship this beast, we're going to get killed. But that's important. Stand up. You got to stand up. You can't sit down. You got to be strong out here. All you have to do is stand up. But if you sit down, that means you're tired. What are you tired about? Just stay in the shade too and you'll be alright. So how is this guy, you have to look at the Neuralink? Look it up on your phone. So, you got your phone with you? Look it up, Neuralink. And I want you to tell me one thing about it. So the next one that says, Revelation 13 and 16 says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And in their foreheads is the brain, right? So tell me something about Neuralink.
It's like
what is it?
It's like the chip you would have in like a phone, but they're putting it in your head.
What is Neuralink?
Brain computer implant.
It's an enhancement, right? So, because if you get hurt in an accident, it'll sever the connection in your brain. So it has to have little robots. And we found out about these little robots because there's little robots in aspirin. There's nanobots in aspirin that when you take the aspirin, it'll take the aspirin to where it hurts. And then those little robots die after a while. And not these new ones. So it said right here, rich and poor, free and bond. So everybody, right? Alright. Let's see. This is Revelation 18 and 3. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. So do you know that America is the one that used to export everything, but now they gave other countries like China and Taiwan a little bit of power? So China builds a lot of stuff like Smith & Wesson guns and other guns, like the shotgun I have is from China. Computer motherboards that go in these cars and in the phones and in the camera, they're made from China. the motherboards. But the computer chip itself is made in Taiwan. It's called it's a superconductor. It's a microconductor or semiconductor, which means it relays messages back and forth. So all these things have to exist because they're all based on the ideal that the greatest country in the world is sharing wealth, right? So it gave other countries the ability. So 18:4 says, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, that ye receive not of her plagues. So what? That sounds like something bad's gonna happen to those people. So if you don't take it, you're gonna get fucking killed, and if you do take it, you're gonna get killed. So you do take it, you're gonna get killed by Yahweh Shem Shai, and you know that the way that he kills, you don't want to die like that. You don't want to die like that. Because you know how he'll kill you? He'll make everybody in the world watch. He'll make you a meme. Like, you know how you see those car people, they do stunts and they do those donuts, and then you see somebody get hit and fly in the air? That's punishment. So what are the plagues? One of them is cancer and AIDS, hepatitis C, all those diseases. So now let's read another one. So verse 7, Revelation 18:7 says, how much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her, for she saith in her heart, I sit a queen and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. But that means that there has to be a country in the world that's never been touched, right? So that would be America. But America's giving everybody permission to do stuff. See, if Elon Musk wanted to, so, and that's another thing too. So Mr. Elon Musk, you are an Edomite, you're a Temanite. And it is what it is. That's what you are, be proud of it for yourself. But we over here are Hebrew Israelites, your counterpart. I know that you believe in God, but you also believe that you can be like God, because you're giving everybody power like that. So this guy is an Edomite. So when people say Edomites don't exist, there's one right there. And if he exists, that means his parents were Edomites, right? And how do you know that he's an Edomite? By the things he wants to do. He wants to put that chip in your brain. But he has to ask for permission. He didn't ask Great Britain for permission. He didn't ask Australia for permission or France. He had to get FDA approved from the United States. Alright, so now let's go back to Revelation 13 and 16. And he causeth all both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So all those things are going to happen in the near future, like real soon. Alright, let's see. So now we're in Revelation 18 and 17. Or let's start at 15. The merchants of these things which were made rich by her shall stand afar off for the fear of her torment, weeping and wailing. So that means that that Babylon, great whore, is going to get tormented. So that means people that live here, that are making money, are leaving the country. There's a bunch of people that are doing that. And you're right, you should be scared. So you're also going to say this to yourself, well, if I'm so neat, if I'm so smart, if I'm such a prophet, if I'm such a Hebrew Israelite, well, why don't I fucking leave? Because bullets, I expect bullets to bounce off of me. I expect people to shoot rockets and I'm going to catch them like that. And they're going to blow up in my hand. I expect that. Because I don't have nothing else to expect. I don't have no fucking money. I can't build a bunker. I believe in miracles, homie. I already told you I fixed my knee. And I don't want to ruin it, but there's more miracles that are going to come and happen for me. That makes me smile. Because you people don't understand what I'm talking about. You don't get it. You think I'm just some wetback out here trying to be cool? Ain't nobody's here. People are passing by, but they're looking, and people are on the YouTube and they're watching. And if I'm not a threat, then why are you taking down my channel? Why are you taking down my videos? Why are you giving me strikes when I haven't put up a video in 2 weeks on one channel? You give me 2 strikes. You're about to take down my channel because all of a sudden I'm getting views. That's the proof. That's all the proof I need. If what I'm saying is not true, then why are you so scared? I expect those things to happen. And I know that you do too. So now we're on Revelation 18 and 16. So all the merchants and all the people that made money off of this land and this way of life are standing off, and they're not just moving on to different countries, they're going into their deep underground military bunkers, which are miles into the Earth's crust. They're going into their space stations. They're going into their ocean retreats. You guys are hiding. If it's a good idea, do it. But guess what? You're hiding so that we can play hide and seek. Do you think if you're all the way down in the bottom of the Mariana Trench, that this body right here can go swimming all the way down and get you out of there? Something has to change with me. Something has to change with you. The first thing that's going to change is you're going to put that mark of the beast into people, and then that's when the crazy stuff's going to happen. Because there's chariots everywhere. We don't see them, but they're here. And I'm not trying to honk my own horn, toot my own horn, but there's big camps that only see one chariot. And I'm one man in this camp, and I see squadrons. I see squadrons up to 10 chariots in war formation. You know why they're around? Because they're waiting for something to happen. They're either waiting for Yahushua to say, go fuck somebody up for this guy, because he's getting pissed off for no reason. But that's when I get pissed off, that's when they come, and then that's when I start to calm down. I say to myself, man, I'm just doing my job. But these guys, these aliens, these angels, these demons, and they're both helping me. Angels and demons are getting along and doing work to benefit me. They program my mind when I'm asleep to say what I'm going to say today, right? So let's say, if this is true, I have an interview for a promotion. There's 2 possibilities. I applied for 2 promotions. Now, I'm not going to be a jackass and say I know I'm going to get it, but it's mine. it's mine to not get or to get. And I believe that in my soul. So I'm gonna go into that interview and nail it. Because I want it. Because it's mine. Because the angels are making it happen. So then that's the proof that he exists, right? Because who else is giving me those things? I'm not asking Satan for it. So now another thing is verse 16 says, and saying, alas, alas, that great city was clothed in fine linen and purple and scarlet and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls. So everything, look at it. When King Solomon was building his temple, he used to send Navy ships to this part of the world to collect all these things, stones, silver, and gold, and trees to build his temple. Now there's a bunch of idiots saying, who is the richest person in the world? And they'll say some dumbass thing like Mansa Musa, and that's incorrect. It was King Solomon. King Solomon. He had his enemies build ships and give them a navy. See, so you people don't even believe that God exists. You see all these machines, like they're powered by electricity, but angels are electricity. So, you know, what you need to understand is those electrical charges are miracles. So now that you understand that fire, that the electrical charges are the way the angels are built, when Elon Musk puts that chip in your brain, he's basically putting a fucking electrical charge in it. So now you have the power to get your ass up and move your legs. And you're gonna see people like, oh, I'm doing it. And then other people are gonna believe that. Oh my God. Then there are gonna be people with little fucked up arms, and I'll be able to say hi to someone. Well, you have to understand that in order for you to believe in a miracle, you have to be fucked up. You have to be in a wheelchair. You have to be sad. You have to be crushed. You have to have nothing to look forward to. These people right here on the sign, they're always getting fucked up. These people believe in miracles. They're like, oh my baby brother was born, but then the doctor killed him. They're like, man, that's fucked up. They're like, man, you know, some teacher made my sister stay after school and then he raped her. Man, that's fucked up. So people like that get damaged, those are the people that need miracles, right? But our spirit is not damaged, but our bodies are being crushed by the stress that we're being put under. Like all these people barely have money to pay their bills. So when Christopher Columbus came over here, he started taking all the gold, and basically all the gold that exists came from this area. There's gold everywhere, but there's no gold in Europe. So Revelation 18 and 17, and this is what I want you to listen to. For in 1 hour so great riches is come to naught, and every shipmaster and all the company in ships and sailors and as many as trade by sea stood afar off, and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, what city is like unto this great city? So how did that city get burnt? One, there's nuclear missiles. There's nuclear missiles. So we got what's it called? Russia has a bunch of missiles. They have the Sarmat 2, Sarmat 1, which Sarmat means Satan. And then they have hyperbolic missiles or whatever they want to call them that can go around the world and destroy wherever they land. what I was saying. This is the book of Obadiah. Alright. Well, shoot, this is a lot. Well, let's just get into it because this is the one. Well, I'm going to get to the point, but I'm going to read into it. So, what I want you to understand is, you know, you people out there in YouTube land, yeah, you're reading the Bible like it's written by God. It was written by men who spoke to God. And then you would say, well, don't you, do you speak to God? Yeah, but he doesn't speak to me face to face. Not like Moses. I just damn told you, he sends his chariots. And he doesn't just send any chariots. He sends the squadrons. He sends the dangerous. I don't know how to explain this to you. My babysitters are dangerous. We got fucking. You don't get it. I mean, come on. How would you get it? Let's say, okay. You know all those movies like It, Signs, Halloween, Friday the 13th, Freddy Krueger, all those things. Those are demons. And like the translation would be Charles Manson, Jeffrey Dahmer. Those people do those terrible things. But then you got superhuman powers, supernatural powers, and they're driving around in super powered vehicles, just making sure that I don't miss it. All right, so Obadiah says, Obadiah is just one book, so Obadiah is one chapter, so it's verse 18, but I'm going to start at 17. But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance. Well, you know what? I'm going to read at 16. So, God, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, was telling Obadiah this. In the verse 16 it says, for as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yeah, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been. So that means, you know what it means to drink, right? To drink from a cup. Like you drink from a cup, and then what happens if, let's say you're at a birthday party, and everybody has a cup or whatever, and they say, this is for the birthday boy. And everybody drinks for the birthday boy. Now, this is what it means, because they're all drinking from that same party cup, but all the nations that drank from the cup of our indignation means that they got rich off this, right? I drink from the cup of my work, right? So that would be my work cup. And that means that I can have that, I can have a house, I can have you guys, I can do things. So they got the power to do things because they made business with the devil. And the devil has the business of slavery and tormenting people. So then this is what they have to do. But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. So that means that we're going to take every fucking thing. So I believe that's very true. So what does that mean? Let me explain it to you, Mr. White Man, Mr. Esau. So that means that right now, you know, you have like 10, 150 wives, and you're having a bunch of children. That's great. I want you to, because I'm going to take your daughters and make them my wives. I'm going to give some daughters to my sons and make them their wives. And you're going to be happy about that, but then I'm going to fucking kill you. I'm going to go like this. I'm going to grab your face, pull all of your skin off, and that's going to hurt. And then I'm going to fry you in oil, because basically you don't understand, because everything that you did to us, we got to do to you. I'm going to tie you your horses, and they're gonna pull you apart. That's not even the fun part. The fun part is you're gonna be hiding in some 2-3 miles down. Let's say this is right here, and you're 2 miles deep down there. How could this body get there? How could I do it? How could you do it? Could you, without any tools, could you break that road down? Nobody could. But have you seen Godzilla, King of the Monsters? Oh, and that's another thing. You got Leviathan. I mean, you're gonna be worried about us, but Leviathan is real. Godzilla is gonna be chomping your ass up. And you know you have hunting dogs. Those, and it's not just one. Leviathan is Yahweh's hunting dog. So when he shoots that laser beam into the earth, it's gonna make a hole all the way down to the bunker, and then we're just gonna jump in there, and you know, bullets are gonna bounce off and all that scary stuff. Oh, I'm sorry. I meant we're gonna torture you, and we're not gonna. What I said was take your daughters as wife. What I meant was we're just gonna have sex with them, and they're gonna have babies. But over, like, if you could look up and see different planets, there's about another galaxy full of other people, and those planets have women that have supernatural abilities. So no, we're not going to be taking your daughters for wives. They're going to get killed by these women, because they're going to be super women for you, because you're going to have super babies, right? Basically, all these people right here are Supermen, and this is the proof. But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions, and the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame. So